come on to you. Alright, we're here at ABA Stadium after a big night of boxing, 17 fights, and I wouldn't say controversy, but it was certainly a big fight between Lani and Tessa. How you feel about tonight and the main event?
You know, I'm sort of happy that it's all over. Actually, a lot of hard work behind the scenes. Always a lot of stress putting these sorts of events on. But you know, we got a good crowd, and I think it was a great fight in the end as well. I guess they've set themselves up for a third one.
Yeah, the trilogy.
Yeah, so that makes it that interesting. Result-wise, you know, could have gone either way. Yeah, so I think all in all it ended very well. It was a great fight.
Yeah, it was certainly a great fight. It was a great night. Also you had Cairo versus Tai Nui. How do you feel about that fight as well?
You know, a little bit unfortunate that Cairo's opponent pulled out sort of last minute, so we had to get a replacement, and sort of Tai put up his hand. Just one of those things in boxing, you know. Sometimes you know got to get a late replacement, and it doesn't go the way that you really wanted it to go. So what we're going to do is try to set up another fight for Cairo for the 4th of October. Hopefully we'll be able to get him somebody decent, and you know, make it a good fight. So
you've now signed a new, set up a new company called Rival Sport with Steve Dean, and of course you got Geovana versus Claire Hafner, I believe her name is, the Canadian. How do you feel setting that fight up again, setting this fight up, and how do you think it's going to go?
I had to. After that first fight, even though it turned out it was a great night, I had to sort of sit back and assess and sort of make a call on whether I want to do it again, because again, you know, like I said before, there's a lot of stress involved. But great opportunity. You know, we can't just leave it there after winning the title. I think it's worthy to put it on again for a defence. I think it's going to be a great fight. Should be a great night as well. Looking at putting on a really good undercard. So part of our promotion is to lift the profile of women's boxing in New Zealand, get some more exposure. So we are looking at putting on a few, 2 or 3 other female professional fights to bolster that main event.
Well, one of the things I was saying before is that even though both girls got a draw, the real winner here is women's boxing, because it was an amazing night, and this fight could have been on any TV network and it would be amazing.
Yeah, it was another great fight, you know. I mean, another big tick for women's boxing again. I think what we need to do though is we got to keep pushing the women's boxing, and it'll be great, you know, other promoters to jump on board as well. Because we do have a lot of great female talent here, you know, in the boxing scene. There's a few females coming up, so I'm looking at sort of getting them on some of the next shows, giving them some exposure as well. So looking forward to you know, the future of women boxing.
So would you put Lani versus Tessa on the October 4th show?
Yeah, you know, we've got to sit down and assess that. We did have somebody else lined up for Lani, but you know, we'll have a look. It was a great fight. So, like I said, yeah, we've just got to really sit down and assess it and see whether we can put that fight on, you know, or whether we put it on later in the year.
So, name some other names that's going to be on that show, because you have got a big undercard that's going on that world title fight. I heard that Cairo George was certainly interested in being on the show. Will you be putting what other names will you be putting on there?
Might be a little bit early, but yeah, Cairo is one of them. We are looking at Karen Teruki Pasini. She's an up-and-comer as well. Possibly, you know, Gina G, Gentian Lupi. So those are some of the names. And
former world champion Gentiana Lupi. So
yeah, so she'll be great to have on the card. Possibly trying to get Annie Purcell on. Just trying to find him a worthy opponent.
Well, the thing is with Gentiana Lupi is that she actually lost to Tessa as well in a kickboxing fight. So you probably could have, if Tessa didn't fight Lani, she could probably fight Loopy instead.
Yeah, there's a possibility. You know, there's a lot of options out there. So it's just a matter. We're just going to sit down over the next couple of weeks and try to lock in some of the fights, and hopefully announce them within a couple of weeks' time.
And before a couple questions more before you head off. Talk about Geovana at the Sky Tower. Yeah, you know, it's something different. We just sort of thought to ourselves, you know, what could we do which is a little bit outrageous to give this fight some exposure, and that's just one of the things that came to mind. So there's going to be more of that sort of stuff. So yeah, a lot to look forward to in the build-up. Poor Geovana, but maybe at the Harbour Bridge could be the next one as well.
Well, I don't know if we'll go to that extreme, but the good thing is, you know, Sky City are really on board with the whole thing, so they're very supportive. So we want to get a lot of exposure there at the venue, you know, so it'll be great. Yeah.
And it's going to be televised as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we've pretty much signed off a live broadcast with Sky TV, so it's going to be live, yeah.
And finally, what's your message, or what do you have to say to your support and the fans for your shows that you've done?
Oh, we're just really grateful for the support. You know, the last few shows that I've put on, we've had very good numbers here, and a crowd have come out to support it, so we've been very grateful for that.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations for a big successful night, and looking forward to the next one.
Thanks very much.